Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this collective soul message. And this is being brought to you in time for our total solar eclipse, the Great American Eclipse, take two. So, thank you so much for being here. If you're new, welcome. My name is Lisa Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. Please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It's free to do. It doesn't take a lot of effort, and it greatly supports the ability of this channel to continue to grow and reach more beautiful souls. If you've been traveling with me for a while, thank you so much for continuing to do the beautiful healing work of your heart, which is in service to the greatest and highest good of all the hearts of humanity. So let's just get right into this. This is one of the most popular readings I do. So let's see. The first card out is going to be, well, first I'd really like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine that's going to support the greatest and highest good of all who come across these messages at any point in time. So as much as these are for the eclipse taking place on April 8th, 2024, I trust that whenever you come across these messages, there will be something here that supports you on your spiritual healing journey. So, okay, let's see where we are at collectively. And that flipped out. And it's a number 24. And what this is saying to me is that we are all being given an opportunity right now to tune in and tap into this new frequency, which is a high vibrational frequency. It's the frequency of love, compassion, and joy. And it's really going to require many of us at this time to be willing to once and for all clear through our roots, that root and sacral chakra, really being willing to let go of what is back there, the pain we have held within so dear that we really haven't even been aware that we're holding on to. It's really time. I just heard clear the air. So perhaps there's a need for some of you to have conversations that are long overdue or perhaps right on time. Perhaps there is a need for some to really reflect upon um, experiences, circumstances, and situations in your current life experience, and to really be willing to release and let go. This card is a number 24, so it reduces to a 6. And, you know, in my understanding from my guidance that I receive, as much as 6 is about the house of Virgo, so your physical health, you are a healer, we all are. And it really begins with the journey of healing our own personal heart. So it feels like you're there. And for some of you, you may be experiencing a lot of ringing in your ears. And I know so many people that run to the doctor, and then the doctor tells them they've got vertigo. And I would say no, in most cases, you don't actually have vertigo. In many cases, you are receiving energetic downloads, frequency downloads, and it's not really, there's no need for you to know in the moment what it is. There is just a need for you to acknowledge and honor that it exists and breathe through it when it's time for you to receive certain information. It will be clear. So this is really about um, an opportunity for everyone at this time to upgrade, to really reestablish a connection with their own heart, and to make a fresh start, because we're all worthy and deserving of love. We are all worthy and deserving of abundance and support and really the basic needs. And I really strongly believe that our basic needs as human beings at this time is to understand and recognize that our essence is spiritual. And if we could acknowledge that, I would almost bet my life on the fact that if we acknowledged our spiritual nature, our spiritual essence, all these other problems would cease to exist. Because when we recognize each other as sisters and brothers, we could not um, in good conscience witness the suffering of another. So the next card out, the spiritual support we're all getting, is that this is an opportunity for a new beginning. We have a 19 here, which reduces to a 10, which is a 1, or a 1 and a 0. So that fool energy as well as that magician energy. And the spiritual support you're getting is spiritual support. Trust your intuition. Act upon the intuitive nudges you are receiving. And that may just simply be to take a different route to work, and perhaps you meet a beautiful stranger who touches your life. Or perhaps it's like take a different route to work and you see a majestic eagle flying or soaring through the air. And this is just a little nod from the spiritual realm that you are on the right path. The most important thing we can do in developing our intuition and our spiritual awareness is to trust what we are feeling, to trust those nudges. Don't trust so much the mind chatter, which many live within, that is quite detrimental to the overall well being of the individual. Instead, trust your intuitive nudges, which are um, compassionate, which are kind. It's encouraging us to take action towards our own well-being. I really feel guided to go back to this and the number 6. Um, this is really about your spiritual path of purpose in this lifetime. What are you here for? And we're all here for spiritual purpose. And our spiritual purpose really begins with understanding, and then it begins with compassion as we begin to peel back the layers and heal our own hearts from the experience that we have had thus far. And there's not many that I have encountered, if any, that have just had this joyful, loving experience of being human. We all have our struggles, we all have our challenges, and it's really about the courage to overcome the struggles and the courage to really face ourselves head on and be strong. So there's 2 cards that want to come out in this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the first card out is this beauty, and this is the channeling guide. And this is number 39. And this comes on, this is coming in the position of what we are moving through, what we are learning now in the material realm, in the physical realm, in our life. And what I'm really being guided to say here is it's that through the purity of our heart, we channel messages of love from Source Divine, loving and kind. And we all have our own personal relationship with Source, with God, with a creator who loves us unconditionally. And as humans, at this particular time, many have forgotten that we are spiritual in essence, that there is a loving creator who created all of this for us to experience. And in fact, I believe created all of this in order for us to come home to the loving source that resides within. And we all have the ability to channel, we all have the ability to tap in and receive guidance direct from our loving creator, the same creator responsible for our brother Jesus, the Christ, who really, you know, it really wants us to recognize that we, in essence, are the living light, and that we have the same gifts and abilities as he did in his life. And it's up to us to walk that path, um, like our brother Jesus did, with compassion, with love, with understanding, with forgiveness. And all of that begins with ourselves. I'm hearing get grounded. So remember, I was mentioning the ringing in the ears, and many people, this gets diagnosed as vertigo, and really what would support us greatly is standing bare feet upon the earth and really allowing ourselves to feel this connection. And, on our spiritual journey, on our spiritual path, many are, there's so much talk of ascension. And yet, personally, the feeling I have is that ascension truly is the transition from the physical form back to the spiritual realms. And so while we're here, um, it's really important that we get grounded, we get really not stuck in our experience, but really get grounded in our spiritual essence, like from our heart, connected to the earth, so that we can feel stable, secure, confident, worthy, and deserving of all of the blessings, of all of the gifts that life in human form offers to us. And we must stop resisting that which we are. So this is a number 39, which comes to a 12, which is my number that we are channels. We are the channel of light. Our spine is the channel. And so it's really important that we honor all of this and find ways to support ourselves, so we're not living up here in the head, which is the land of confusion, and we are down here in the land of the living. And having an experience, and initially the experience of awakening, the experience of, um, because awakening is something that happens every day. Woke is a joke, and it's past tense. And awakening is something that is new and exciting, and every day we are given an opportunity to dive deeper into our own experience, and in fact to dive deeper into our own heartache, and to move beyond the pain in the energy of grace, with the energy of compassion, being gentle with ourselves as we continue to soften all those experiences. We begin to soften as we acknowledge and accept all those experiences that hardened us. And like the chick inside the egg, we are born from the inside. We have to break through that hard shell, and then we become this cute little fluffy chick. But what I'm really feeling like with this card, and what I'm really seeing in there, is the face of a little person, a little boy or girl. And this is really speaking about the purity of your heart, trusting the purity of your heart. Again, we have to allow ourselves to become soft again, to become childlike, in order to really experience what is our divine birthright. And we are all here on a sacred mission. It's a holy mission, and we're not just here in service to ourselves. We are here in service to the collective of humanity, and generations, future generations that are going to be coming here to experience truly heaven on earth. Heaven is born through us. Um, I'm hearing allow joy to lead the way. So if you're not experiencing joy in each and every day, what's one thing you could do today to experience, this is so awesome, to experience more joy. What is one thing that you could do today to become more soft? Are you willing to release yourself from the proverbial hook, if you will, or hooks? And all of us have a lot of, well, all of us experience a lot of energetic hooks in our lifetime, and a lot of these hooks are placed in through the root and the sacral chakra. So it's really important that we address and heal this stuff, which may have moved us away from the purity of our heart. So many dear souls are really confused, and I was one of them who was very confused with the energy of lust versus love. I mean, everyone can be lustful, right? We can see a good looking person who we're really all of a sudden all the things get going, and oh yes, this must be the one. And I would encourage you to run in the other direction when that stuff comes up, because what is likely going to happen is a perpetuating of wounds, activating of hooks that have long been in place. So I cannot stress enough the importance of healing through the root and sacral chakra, so that we can individually come into our personal power, which is gentle, which is soft. That doesn't mean a spiritual person in their power is a pushover. Far from it. And so this is really what is coming through now. And this eclipse, this particular eclipse, is really giving us an opportunity to move through and clear a lifetime of heartache and pain and disappointment and guilt and shame. So please honor those nudges you're receiving, and please take action accordingly that shows yourself more love each and every day. What is helping us, supporting us in moving forward, is in fact the energy of unconditional love, which is encouraging us to heal. I will have to mention this is a number 25, which reduces to a 7. It's all about your physical body. Your vibe is radiates out from your physical body, and we all know that, right? You've walked into a room, or someone walks into a room, and the whole vibe changes. It's either elevated or it's on pins and needles, right? There was a time in my life that perhaps I created a lot of pins and needles in the environment. And today, I'm very comfortable in saying that more often than not, 99% of the time, when I walk into a room, I'm supporting the elevation of a vibe. And this is what we are all here to do. And that elevation comes through the personal journey of self responsibility and acknowledging our part in various situations in our life that have affected not only ours, but the hearts of others as well. And so, this is a huge, what is supporting us is this energy of unconditional love from a loving, creative source who wants us to move forward without all the sores and the wounds that we're being asked not to carry those with us anymore. So are you willing to roll up your sleeves and to do the work in order not to carry your baggage forward anymore? Because really and truly, on the other side of this eclipse, it's like a clean slate and everything opens up. I just heard heaven's gate. So are you willing to walk through the darkness that lives within you in order to witness the radiance of the sun shining again, in order to witness the radiance of the starlight that you came here to bring? Like a flower of life, you are opening from within. Oh, how perfect. What is supporting this is mirror energies. So we've got the 31 and we've got the 13. This is like, um, this is your shining star. This is you. This is each of us, right? Through this gateway of unconditional love. This is the gift of this time is we get to walk through all of the darkness and come home to the love that we are, that we've always been, that we have, that has been hidden under layers and layers of um, uh, just pain of the experience. Forgive yourself for what you did not know back then and the choices that you made. And chances are, as much as we have trampled upon and trespassed upon the hearts of others, the most damage that's been done is to our very own heart. And so this is an opportunity for a fresh start under the umbrella and in the embrace of the divine feminine, the sacred mother who loves us unconditionally. From the dark womb, we are born again. And the dark womb is really just the dark night of our own soul. And so, are we willing to release that which has held us captive and hostage? Because everything is saying, yes, absolutely, it's time. 13 is the number of the sacred feminine. Yes, I know. We've been told it's like an evil number, and it's really not. It's a beautiful number and it's incredibly powerful. And the fact that this has come out here as the mirror image 3113, this is powerful. And I really, really encourage you to take that deep dive to the sacred womb that lives within you, whether you're a male or a female. It's irrelevant. Both males and females carry the essence of the opposite. This is why when, young girls are young, sometimes we think we're tomboys and we like to hang out with the boys more. And this is why when young boys are young, they want to play dress up and their sisters' high heels and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't mean that we need to go and change who we are, because we are who we are. And we are perfect and divine as we are. Something else that's really going to help us at this time is to write. Write about your thoughts, write about your feelings, write what's coming up. It may be, perhaps there's a conversation that you would have liked to have had with someone who has now transitioned. Perhaps it's important that you write this person a letter, and then to um, maybe burn it, um, take it out to nature, read it, and then let it go. Rip it into a million pieces and trust that what has been said, what needed to be said, has been said. And give yourself permission to heal from that. Because going forward for all of us, and it's really beautiful because a lot of these cards showed up in some messages that I shared here on the channel not too long ago called Eclipse Season Musings. And, you know, here we have the light body activation, a 4. So we've got the 3113. So 444. I'm recording these messages on 4/4. So it's very, very, this is a powerful time. And you are a powerful spiritual being of light having an experience now as a human. And our humanness is temporary. And yet we can grow in our humanness through compassion, through getting out of the landmine that is the head, not allowing ourselves to be led um, anymore by anything outside of our experience. So, taking care of your physical body is critical at this time so that you can move forward and shine. And here we have another 10 energy. Healing is assured, healing is guaranteed. There's no, if you're here watching this, You are on the right path and you are doing all the right things. Keep showing up for yourself each and every day because your healing is assured and your healing opens up an abundant gateway for you to walk through and experience the remainder of your human experience living in co creative harmony with the source that is responsible for all of this. And to end this out, we have this, and it's like this feels like an awakening of the intuition. The third eye is opening more and more. So many of you may begin, and this is where writing may come in. Perhaps you're having really vivid dreams, really vivid recall from, long forgotten times in your life. I know myself in particular for the last uh, probably 6 weeks, but in particular the last week or so, the recall has been overwhelming. And yet it has opened a doorway, an opportunity for deeper healing. It's like a cellar door I had closed on a part of my life and an experience a long time ago. And I guess the closing and locking of that door was a way that I was able to move forward. And yet, in order to truly move forward into the abundance that is our shared birthright, there is a need to unlatch that door and have a look, because this is what has been blocking the harmonic flow. And so trust what your inner vision is showing. Trust what your heart knows, not what your head is telling you. This is a number 26, which reduces to an 8. We are, in fact, if we add today up, it would be 8 day as I record. Our soul, our eternal soul, is present in our experience right here and now. And it is our soul that is continually, nonstop, calling us home. And so I trust that if you are here watching this, you are hearing the call of your soul and that you have the courage to come back home, because home is where your heart beats and home is where the gifts live. So, everyone, happy total solar eclipse. And the one song that keeps coming back to my heart over and over and over again, and it was a favorite of mine back in 1983 when I was just, a new teenager. It's Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. Check it out if you don't know it. And turn around and face what you have pushed down, which may be manifesting as discomfort and disease in your experience, and know that you have the resources and the abilities to heal your experience so that you can move forward through this gateway. You are the gateway into an abundance of fulfillment, joy, harmony, peace, and of course, the essence of which we all are, unconditional love. And who doesn't deserve that? We all do. So I trust these messages have been supportive to you. Please do let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thumbs up supports the tribe's vibe. And if you'd like to work personally with me, please do visit my website, lisalyle.com. I'll put a link to soul messages down below, as well as a link to all the other goodies that I do offer from my heart to yours. So until next time, everyone, may you have the courage to experience the blessings of this great American eclipse. It's time, Americas. It's time. So until next time, I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thank you so much for showing up. Please know that your presence here is a gift for which I am eternally grateful. Until next time, everyone, take good care.